Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed to my channel, I highly recommend that you subscribe. But if you've already subscribed to my channel, I just want to say thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching my videos. Welcome to my first video of the series I'll be doing about the DV2025 lottery results. And today we'll be talking about a very important topic, and that is the case numbers. A lot of people have been asking questions. They don't understand what are the case number, or what is a case number, when do you receive the case number, what do you do with this case number, what is the significance of this case number. And that is what we'll be addressing in this first video of DV 2025 lottery results. I'll be uploading videos every day pretty much about the DV 2025 lottery results. So if you want to know a lot about the DV lottery, please stay glued to my channel. I'll be uploading the videos so that when the results come out in May 4th, 2024, you'll have all the information you need to start processing your DV lottery winning. So let's just begin by understanding what is a case number. A case number, you receive it after you win the green card lottery. So a lot of people confuse between a confirmation number and a case number. When you submitted your DV lottery for 2025, so you applied last year, between October and November of last year, you received a confirmation number which starts with 2025, and then it has a bunch of numbers there, numbers and letters. So that is your confirmation number. That should not be confused with your case number. A lot of people confuse the two. So that everybody who applies for the green card lottery receives pretty much a confirmation number. But the case number, you only receive it after you win the green card lottery, and I'll be explaining how, and I'll be showing you how you're gonna receive it. So I'm just gonna do an example to see how you check your results, and then if you receive a confirmation number, when you will receive it. And then also I'll be showing you a video of my case number when I won a while ago, because I will need it to explain to you how it works. But let's briefly discuss about the case number. So with the case number, you only receive it if you win the green card lottery. So if you check on May 4th and maybe you did not win the green card lottery, you will not receive a case number. You just receive something that says you've not been selected for further processing. But if you win the green card lottery, then you get a letter. This letter contains your case number, and that case number is important because you will use your case number and confirmation number to get into your DS260, which is a form that you need to complete and submit immediately after you win the green card lottery. So just to clarify, with the confirmation number, you receive that number after you apply for the green card lottery. With the case number, you only receive that after you win the green card lottery. With the confirmation number, is usually 2025 with a bunch of letters and number. But with the case number, you will receive, it still starts with 2025, but the only difference is it has your region allocated to the number, and I'll be explaining this. So if you applied for the green card lottery, you claim eligibility from somewhere. Most of you claimed eligibility based on your country of birth. Some people, they're not sure if they claimed it or not, but most of the people actually do, because there's a question that asks you, are you claiming eligibility based off of your country of birth? You select yes without even knowing, but then you claimed eligibility based off your country of birth. But other people, for example, who don't qualify to apply for the green card lottery, Nigeria is a good example, I think Brazil is. So people are not eligible to apply for the green card lottery. So what do? They apply, but they claim eligibility from somewhere else, because where they are born, they're not eligible to apply. So this is like a Nigerian who's married to a Kenyan, and then they decide to apply for the green card lottery and claim eligibility based off of your Kenyan wife. So the case number, you are allocated a region depending on what you selected when you applied on where you're claiming eligibility from. If you claimed eligibility from Kenya, Kenya is in Africa, so your region will be AF. That's for Africa. For example, you're in Europe and then you claim eligibility based on one of the countries in Europe, your case number will be EU. The region is EU for Europe. For example, maybe you're in one of the Asian countries, selected eligibility based on one country in Asia, then your region will be AS, Asia. And then, for example, like I had an applicant from Fiji. Fiji is in a different region, so it's called like a Oceania, I think it's pronounced. So your case number will be OC, the region. So with your confirmation number, everybody pretty much gets a standard confirmation number, which is 2025 with a bunch of letters and numbers, same across the board. But then when it comes to the case number, then you'll get a case number based on your region. F for Africa, EU for Europe, OC for Oceania, AS for Asia, and so on, so forth. So that's the difference between the two. And why do you need to understand the region? You need to understand the region of your case number because when it gets to time where you need to be scheduled for an interview, or you need to check if your number is current for actually being scheduled at the embassy, it depends on this region. So some regions have like case numbers, come current quicker. Like, they have high case numbers becoming current versus other regions. I'm going to give you an example. For example, like Kenya. If you're in Kenya and then your case number is AF, so you're in Africa, for right now the visa bulletin will be like maybe 50-something thousand. But then when you're in Oceania, you still want the green card lottery, but having a case number of 2,000, yours is not even current at this time. The difference. So you need to understand your region to know when you'll be scheduled for an interview. Now that you understand the difference between a case number and confirmation number, let's talk about the importance of a case number. A lot of people are asking, okay, so now I check the results, I get this letter, I've won the green card lottery, I have a case number, and I have a region. Immediately you win the green card lottery, you will be required to complete the DS260, which I'll be talking about the DS260 in a separate video so that you understand what's needed to complete the DS260 and what that form is and what you need to do after completing the form. So that will be in a separate video. But this video, I'm just going to focus on the case numbers. So with your case number, after you get that number, for example, you win the green card lottery, you check, and then you are 2025, you selected the correct region, eligibility during your application. Now you have a case number 2025 AF 00000, whatever, with your case number attached to it. What importance is this number? Why do you need this number? Do you even need to check this number? So this number, there's some people who win the green card lottery and they know how to check their emails. They keep an eye on their emails and the correspondence from KCC and the embassies and stuff like that, which is usually sent in the email that you're provided in the DS260. Some people literally win the green card lottery and they don't even care about the bulletin. They don't even check. They don't even know a bulletin existed. Even when my brother won the green card lottery, I didn't know what the visa bulletin is, but he still got his visa process and he's successfully here. So this information is important for people who just want to learn more. You just want to do extra. But it's not like it's going to help your case in any way. But some people just like to know this information. That's why, I'm just going to give it anyways. So if you have a case number, that case number is used to determine when you'll be scheduled for an interview. Or if your case is ready to be scheduled. There's something that's called a visa bulletin. So with the visa bulletin, every month it comes up. And then, they update on what case numbers are eligible to be scheduled. And like this month, the one that we have currently is 52,000 for Africa. I know a lot of people who are following me are from Africa. So for Africa, any number that is 52,000 or below, they're eligible to be scheduled for an interview. So that's the importance of knowing your case number, because if you know the case number and then you keep an eye on your visa bulletin, especially if you won the green card lottery and you're in America, you need to keep an eye on that visa bulletin, because then you know when to send papers to adjust your status. But somebody who's in Africa, they will send them an email anyway. They will send them something like an email, something in their email, which they will click, and then it will bring up the 2NL, which will show them what they need to do anyways. So if you're in Africa, sometimes you don't even need to check your visa bulletin. You'll be scheduled when you need to be scheduled. Or in America, usually, time is of essence, so you need to keep an eye on the visa bulletin. So you need to send adjustment of papers, adjustment of status, papers and stuff like that, and where to send it and all that information. Let's talk about the case number.